Terrifying moment: schoolgirl fights off two knifemen as boy, 16, lay bleeding in Streatham. This is the dramatic moment: a schoolgirl fought off two knife-wielding teens as her friend lay bleeding after being stabbed in a street in Streatham Hill. Passerby rushed to help the 16-year-old boy, who was found with multiple knife wounds near Streatham Hill Station, South London, at about 4:30 p.m. yesterday. He is now fighting for his life in hospital, while three men, aged 18, 19 and 53, have been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. Terrifying footage taken from an upstairs flat shows the aftermath of the stabbing. To view this video, please enable JavaScript, and consider upgrading to a web browser that supports HTML5. Video: the schoolgirl can be seen fighting off one of the men, who appears to be holding a knife in his hand, while another person runs over to help from another part of the fight. A man in a blue shirt, also carrying a knife, manages to break the fight before approaching the girl. The man then pushes the other man inside a nearby flat as two schoolgirls rush over to confront him. He then emerges and sits on the side of a wall, tapping a huge knife against the wall. Meanwhile, two people try to save the injured boy, who was said to be in school uniform, as the person filming calls 999. Police said the boy was rushed to hospital with life-threatening injuries and remains in critical condition. Two older teenagers were arrested and a gun was found at the scene. A third suspect, aged 58, has since been arrested and all three remain in custody. A Scotland Yard spokesman said, police were called at 4:36 p.m. on Friday to reports of a fight on Amesbury Avenue, Streatham Hill. Officers attended along with paramedics and London's air ambulance. More, head teacher enrages parents for rewarding kids with good attendance. A boy, aged 16, was found with stab wounds. He was taken to hospital where he remains, but his injuries are not understood to be life-threatening or life-changing. Two suspects were arrested at the scene. An 18-year-old was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder and possession of a firearm. A 19-year-old was arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. Refugees end up homeless just days after being granted asylum. Lonely people are twice as likely to die from heart problems. Head teacher enrages parents for rewarding kids with good attendance. A third suspect, aged 58, was subsequently arrested on suspicion of attempted murder. All three suspects remain in custody. More, mum set daughter on fire to try and revive her after she drowned in bath. More, refugees end up homeless just days after being granted asylum.